Greetings and welcome back to the Tozy channel for IU and J-Hope. We have both of them today. We are working through IU's flower bookmark, the first one. We are up to Pierrot smiles at us or Pierrot laughs at us, depending. I always thought it was laughs at us, and then I found this version that says smiles at us. One or the other, but this was from Palette with J-Hope, and the two of them sung it together. I think it's the perfect song choice, frankly, for them. I'm so excited that this was what J-Hope chose. Let's get into it and we'll talk about it after. Let's go. So enjoyable. Love low register IU. So good. That phrase is so good.
One, two, three, let's go.
So good. Dancing King with Miss I Can't Move My Arms and Legs at the same time. I have so much to say about the choice of J-Hope doing that song particularly. I mean, let's start with Pierrot. As I'm sure we all know, Pierrot is the classic clown that one would think of when they're thinking of classic clowns, in the white costume with the black buttons on it and the black tear on the face. Pierrot comes from, originally, the Italian art form Commedia dell'arte. Commedia is the foundation of archetypes in theatrical history. So all theatre is based on sort of three absolutely massive movements that shaped performance. The first was Greek theatre, which gave us genre, the great big broad comedy and tragedy genre and things like chorus, but most particularly that. Then there was Commedia dell'arte, which gave us archetype, which I'll explain in a second. And then there was Shakespeare, which gave us stereotypes. And then everything is built upon those three things. So Commedia was, I can't remember what century it was from. Old. Medieval? Old. The way Commedia worked was these performers would push a trolley or a little wagon into the town square, put on masks, and then start a performance just in the middle of the town square. Commedia was based on the exact same masks every single time. There were 4 or 6 characters, I think. I'm trying to remember, this is me pulling it out of drama school. The masks were exactly the same every single time, and they were representative of archetypes: the hero, the villain, the comedic relief, the damsel in distress, that sort of thing. And those archetypes would then tell different stories, but always with those characters: the hero, the villain, the damsel, the fool. Pierrot is the French version of the Italian, which was Pedrolino? Pedrolino, which is a diminutive of Pedro, or in English, Peter. Pierrot is Pierre, and the ro part is the diminutive, so it's like the cute version of the name, just like my nickname is Torzi and the diminutive is, sorry, my nickname is Tors and the diminutive is Torzi, so the cute version of saying my name is Torzi. And Petrolino or Pierro was the fool, the sweet fool who fell for everything, was the butt of every joke, and that was sort of the archetype that he played, sort of bit of the bumbling fool who was the comedic relief with everything. A lot of commedia dell'arte then got turned into pantomime stuff, so English pantomime, French pantomime, which is how it became Pierrot, and then Pierrot moved from simply being the fool and the butt of every joke to being the sad clown. So at some point it's almost like he gained self-awareness of how sad it is to be a fool, to always have unrequited love, to always be the butt of every joke, and this sad clown archetype that we are all aware of now became a thing with Pierrot. The reason why I think J-Hope, interestingly, doing this is because I think J-Hope himself can often feel like Pierrot, or there's been visions into that. We all know Hobie as being everyone's sunshine. He is sunshine, he is joy, he is our hope, you are where his hope, he's J-Hope, like he is a ray of sunshine. But if you look into things like the Bangtan universe, you will see depictions of J-Hope battling depression, for example. This complete opposite character for what we tend to know or think about when we think of J-Hope. There is this total opposite thing in the Bangtan universe of him being very sad, very heartbroken, very depressed. The reflection of that in choosing to sing Pierrot smiles at us or Pierrot laughs at us, this idea of to everybody else, I'm a clown and I'm joyful and I smile, but on the inside I'm crying, is beautiful and self-aware and ties into a lot of stuff that we see from J-Hope when we look at things like the Bangtan universe. Even his BT21 character, Mung, who is wearing a horse mask for most of BT21. There's only very recently has the mask come off and shown what's underneath. I think Hobie often feels like that, or this is something that we can read into the art that Hobie gives us and the characters that he's shown us, that usually when somebody is our light and shows us joy and brightness, it's because they've touched darkness. That's what this song is about, and I think it's an incredible choice for J-Hope to choose to sing that song. I also think that the song itself is constructed in that same vein, that it has this cute, jolly tune, bang, bang, dun, 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 like how cute. Hey, jolly, up here, clowns are fun, right? And then the lyrics are really sad. And you only really hear it in that phrase that I called out where it has a blue note in it, bam, bam, bam. It sort of hits the minor, it goes, you get that tinge of, you feel the turn in it because it has a blue note where that sadness just creeps in a little bit the way it does with Pierrot the character. And this song of being bright and happy and cheerful but actually has very sad lyrics. The whole thing is, I mean, it could be way more casual than that and I'm just seeing things. But knowing how smart J-Hope and IU are, and whoever wrote the song, of course, but the choice of this arrangement and performance and who is singing it as well, I mean, of all the things for J-Hope to pull out of IU's repertoire, it's a really interesting choice. And I think the right person to sing it, the joyfulness of the dance as well afterwards, all of it's feeding into this idea of like, yeah, happiness really, but crying on the inside, which is just Pierrot as a character. That's beautiful and so tricky and so wonderful that if you don't speak the language and you just hear the song, it sounds so cute and fun and then you get the turn. Like there's this extra layer of it when you don't speak the language that you then experience the turn when you read the lyrics and you go, oh, the clown is crying. Right. That was lovely. I really love Flower Bookmark, and I really enjoyed that performance. I'm glad there was a performance of it. I didn't think I'd be able to find one. Obviously, if there aren't any performances of songs on the album, we'll do a great big listen of those all in one hit with lyrical videos a little bit later, but if there are any performances of anything from Flower Bookmark that you want to see, please drop it in the comments, and we will have a look at that together. And of course, over on Patreon, we are watching You're the Best with IU. And that feeds into it as well, because IU spends a lot of time being called a fool and feeling like a fool in that show. So what do you know? Pierro smiles at us. Thank you so much for joining me for more IU. 감사합니다. and I will see you soon for more.